I'm Rabbi Michael Barclay here at Temple Ner Simcha in Westlake Village with a couple of insights, a couple of little hidden secrets that are hidden in plain sight to help make your Passover that much more enjoyable and meaningful. We have attached to this email a list of things you need for your Passover Seder, compliments of David at the Shalom House. We can also provide them all for you. But it'll tell you everything you actually need to be able to host a Seder. But let's look at some secrets. First is Matzah. We are commanded to have Shmormat Matzah on the first and second night of Seder. Now, what is Shmormat Matzah? It's matzah that has not been around water for more than 17 minutes and 59 seconds since the time it was harvested. And it's guarded. Shomer means to guard. And so it's big, it's made by hand, it's not machine made like the manischewitz we normally get. It's a big circle of matzah, and it's wonderful. It's filled with prana, with life force. It's just this wonderful, delicious food. And we need to have a little bit. It's one of the few commandments that are biblical commandments we can still observe the way they were observed in the biblical times. So make sure you get some Shmormat Matzah. You can get it at Ralph's, you can get it at Gelson's, you can get it at Costco, any number of places. But make sure that you have some Shmormat Matzah on both the first and second night. My friend and teacher, Rabbi Shlomo Schwartz, used to teach that you must have Shmormat Matzah. On the first night, you must have it. It is the food for faith. The second night, you must also have, even if you don't do a second night Seder, have a little bite of Shmormat Matzah. It's the food for health. We all want good health this coming year. So there's a little piece to help. A couple of other customs that you might have some fun with. There's the Sephardic custom that when we discuss the 10 plagues, or at some other point during the storytelling of the Magid, that there are scallions on everybody's plate, and they whip each other, just like when we were slaves. Another custom from the Jews of Gibraltar is that when they make the harosis, that if you're Ashkenazi and it's apples and walnuts and wine, if you're Sephardic, which is figs, dates, wine, a little orange rind, and other things. By the way, I like the Sephardic better. But if you have either one, you put a little bit of dust into it, a little bit of earth. Not a lot, but a little bit. Why? To remind us that it is representative of the cement of the mortar that was used by these slaves. There's another custom that as we are going around and at some point during the Magid, the storytelling part of the service, the Seder meal, that the leader of the Seder takes the Seder plate and runs around the table and taps every person on their head. And he does it 3 times. So the physical aspect of their soul, the mental aspect, and the spiritual aspect are all blessed that they should have freedom. Most importantly, make sure that you have some Shmormat Matzah and that you go to a Seder. If you have any questions, you can email me at rabbi@nersimcha.org for any other insights or comments about Passover. We have a whole handout that's 12 pages long that we use for a class here at the temple that goes into details, mystical details of the Seder, historical, spiritual, and just some fun customs as well. Whatever you do, remember, don't make this into an experience of pain or slavery. Let your Seder be joyous. Invite a guest. Invite a non-Jewish guest. Show people the beauty, the magnificence of our tradition, our faith, and of the Passover itself. Wish everyone a Chag Sameach, a Kosher Pesach, a happy Passover filled with good health, parnasa, prosperity, fun, joy, wisdom, and freedom. B'Shana Haba Yerushalayim. Next year may we all be in the land of Jerusalem, if not physically, then in the land of Jerusalem in our hearts, a land of freedom and joy. Chag Sameach.